That's right. Welcome to Gbedu TV. Right here beside me, we got Mr. Coolest.
Hey, that's what they call me.
Tintin in the house. Let's do
it. AKA the coolness. How you doing, BB?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man? I came for you today.
Beautiful, as you can see.
Yeah, you get chilling.
Laid back, relaxed in my crib.
Right.
Lagos, Nigeria, LEKI. What's up? LEKI Hood's finest.
That's right, man. Yeah, I come to talk to, I come to interview him today to ask him a lot of questions, He lived in Italy for a long time, for decades, He was, can you tell them a little bit, he lived in Italy for a long time and now he's back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Living in Nigeria, making it big time. And, I know there's a lot of people out there living abroad. They're afraid to come back and, something they will die when they come back. Some things they think that it's not easy. And some never came back and some died out there. And he's one of those people that had that courage to come back and making it big time in Nigeria. Please, how long did you live in Italy?
Yeah, I lived in Italy for 34 years.
34 years.
I'd say that part of living in Italy was also living in England, because some of my education was done in England, and family was still living in Italy. So going back to Italy was like going back home. But I see that as an Italian experience. It was good, and I'm good. Now I'm back in Nigeria. Been back 7 to 8 years. It's been okay.
Yeah, but because I know why I'm right here, is for him to let you guys know that you can make it if you're ready to come back. Because he did it, he got a radio station out here. Maybe you don't know this radio station, they call it IGROOVE, and he does a lot of business and so forth and so on. And after living 34 years in Italy, coming back to Nigeria without no fears, he's been here for about 8 years now, and he's been doing a lot of things. All I wanted to let them know, give them a piece of advice. How, if somebody decides to come back, leave America, Italy, wherever in abroad, to come back home after years, what do you advise this person to do when he comes back? How can he come back and start afresh in a country like Nigeria, especially Lagos, which is not easy?
Well, you tend to go to another country and start without fear. Don't forget that you're Nigerian, you come back to Nigeria. Nigeria is your country. Nobody's going to tell you can't do anything. You understand? This is your country. Everything is possible in your own country. Italians make it big in their own country.
Obviously.
The British people make it big in their own land. The Germans in their own. So when we go to those countries, that's why we are struggling to make it. So we come back to our own land of plenty, where we can chop, collect, make, work, do things, make a difference, use our experience abroad, bring it back to Nigeria, and excel. Then we begin to think, oh, I'm afraid to come back to Nigeria, it's not easy. Just because we spent 15 years of our 50 years of life in Italy or in Germany, we begin to think that we can't come back to Nigeria. That's messed up. I came back here, I left Nigeria when I was 1.5 years. So I never lived in Nigeria.
Wow.
And I came back home and I made it. You understand? Because Nigeria took me back as a son. You understand? Doesn't matter how long you've been away, as long as you're in Nigeria, you are welcome back and you do your thing and you work hard. Because it's not about coming here and being easy, everything's easy. It's not easy. To have all this, you need to work hard. I had to catch up with my friends who are already here. So I had to catch up, I had to play catch up. I had to work hard, but I started working in an area that I liked, media. Because I've always been in the media. So
You did a lot of things in Italy while you were in Italy. You worked in the television,
Yes.
you worked in the radio station. Can you please name
So
most of those radios?
that's all media. I mean, working in the Radio Centro Suono in Rome for 8 years, Radio Monte Carlo for another year, RTL, Centro 2.5 on 2.5, RTL for 3.5 years. At the same time, when I was working at Centro Suono, I was working in the Orbit television network, an Arab TV network based in Italy.
Wow.
I was collecting a lot of experience,
right,
which I brought over here. And when I came back here, my first experience as a job was on TV, a reality show.
You did a reality show. What's the name of that reality show you did?
It's called Golda Ultimate Search. I did that. I worked for Shell Oil for a year in corporate communications, just to help me to get accustomed to how corporate life is. And that's what's helped me today as a CEO of my own company. After having run Classic FM for 3 years, set up Beat 99.9 and Niger FM, now I have iGroove Radio. That's my radio.
Right.
And it's set up as a corporate company, corporate creative company. That's how I call it.
Some people think that they have to come back to Nigeria with a lot of money to start up. Is it important to come with a lot of money to Nigeria to start up a life, or it doesn't really need a lot of money to come?
You have to be rich inside.
Right, you have to have ideas. You know what you really want. Right?
You have to be rich inside. I had no money when I came back. You understand?
So you came with only 3,000.
Yeah, up to 3,000 euro. I remember that after doing a few gigs, saved up a little money, bought my ticket, came back, shipped everything back to Nigeria before that. I just came back, and that's the way it is. You can't be waiting to accumulate money in Europe when there's no money in Europe.
There's no money in Europe anymore.
There's no money in America either.
There wasn't even before, because the only thing that I know that people pay bills and that's it. Yeah. Before you know, time is gone.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But here, as you say, you can save in Nigeria.
Yes, you can save. We were discussing that earlier on. There's a country where you can, earn 400,000. You put away 100,000. You don't even see it, you don't even smell it. You just cut your coat according to your size.
And there's a lot of business you can do right here. You said you were talking about toilet papers and sign, whatever you put your money. And
I'm telling you, man. We are a population of 171 million. You sell a remote control to 70 million people, you're rich. You sell it to 1 million people, you're rich. You sell water in sachets or in bottles. There's something here. There's the power of the population. The market is huge. Anything you do, you put your work in, hard work, and
have customers.
You do. You do.
It's true. It's true. So, what's the last piece of advice you can give to?
Yeah, come back home. It's not easy, but nowhere is easy. I'd rather be at home and be struggling to make it, but not a stranger, and eating every day. And, being in my own environment, rather than being an immigrant in Italy, somewhere hiding out and, living in the cold.
Maybe without even having papers to live there.
The weather is fantastic over here, man. Guys, come on. Look at me, shorts, t-shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
On Fridays, I go to work with my shorts and t-shirt.
But there's one thing we have to let them know. If you don't have ideas when you left, you will not have ideas when you come back.
Ideas are the la culla, as they say in Italian. Dell'economia, the focus of an economy is based on creativity, on ideas. Imagine, somebody had an idea to create a television. Somebody had an idea to create roads. These are all ideas. Right. The great Leonardo da Vinci has loads of ideas which he used to draw and design back in the days, hundreds of years ago, of even helicopters.
Right. Before
helicopters were even thought of.
And most of all, if you're right there must be something that you can learn to bring back home.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. So let's not be afraid. Let's not deceive ourselves once, because especially the ones that leave Nigeria as adults, they go away and they become more foreign than the people who left when they were kids.
Right.
You understand? I left when I was a year and a half, I told you. And coming to Nigeria for me was like, man, once every 6 years or something like that with family for 2 weeks. You know? I came back home.
You made it. As a matter of fact, I was at the back of this fat, huge machine with him today while the driver was driving out. So it was so sweet.
Yeah.
You can find most of these things in Europe. You know,
when people ask me how many cars you got, I got 3 Jeeps, I got 2 salon cars, you know, and I mean, you know, 2 of my Jeeps, one is a Hummer SUT, the other one is a Dodge Ram, you know.
Right.
Do you understand?
Always traveling in business class too.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah. You can't go any lower, man. Once you start you can't go any lower unless you go up to first class.
Right.
I just love business class because it's also a place when you're flying, you're networking.
You can meet other people, other business people, so you can exchange ideas with them. Right, that's it for Gbedu TV. The coolest, Tintin.
Yay.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out IGROOVE Radio.
Yes.
Yeah, tell them where they can find it.
IGROOVE radio.com. Check us out and then download our app as well. You know, our app is on an Android app. Android is kicking right now, so on whatever Android application, whatever Android device you got, download our app, IGROOVE Radio app, you know, Pan-African radio for you. Sweet. And making you understand how sweet Africa is. Come back. Alright?
That's it for Gbedu TV. I'm your host, Baby Godfather Jones.
Woo. I feel you.
Alright.